All right, Gless, let's move on to St. Louis. Who did you identify looking at their draft picks as the potential X factor for the BattleHawks?
Yeah, it's no surprise here. Goes along with what I was mentioning on what I thought was an X factor, which is hurting you in multiple ways at different positions, and that's DeMornay Pierson-El. He was a receiver and a punt returner at Nebraska. 2014, he was an All-American at Nebraska as a punt returner. He had 3 punt returns as for touchdowns. Really just a diverse kid. I mean, you can use him in so many different ways. He was a receiver there as well. You'll see some of these receiver clips. He was on a couple of trick plays. Just a dynamic athlete. Again, I know I've mentioned this in a previous segment, but I coached against him in high school, and he is just one of those very rare kids that has just breakaway speed. I mean, just runs like a deer up and down the field, and nobody can get him. And you can kind of see him right there. And
just blowing by people.
Just blowing by people, right? And then just with the rules of the XFL, that I know they haven't been released, but I feel like if we're going to favor punt returns and kick returns, which is what we're all speculating, I can really see that being such a lethal weapon for the BattleHawks as a punt returner. And then, of course, trick plays. The guy can do it all over the field, and that's what he did at Nebraska. So I think he's a guy it's really going to turn some heads. He had a tryout with the Redskins. I got pretty close to making the team, but obviously was cut right before week 1. But, yeah, I'm excited.
Played for the Salt Lake Stallions in the AAF. Nice. He was their number 1 target, along with Kenny's boy, Truesdale, the tight end who was the first-round pick for the Tampa Bay Vipers. So,
heck yeah.
Kind of a nice 1-2 punch there, right, with the athleticism, size of Truesdale, and then the quickness of Pierson-El. But, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he pans out in St. Louis. Yep. I think that it's kind of like we all are kind of on the same page in terms of we think that the special teams play in this league is going to be much more of a priority to these coaches than it is in the NFL. And it's not that the NFL doesn't care about special teams, but like in terms of kickoffs and punt returns, I think that you're going to see a lot more action on those type of plays in the XFL than you do in the NFL based on the potential rules that we've been hearing about. What's up, football fans? Visit xflchalktalk.com to get the latest analysis, discussions, interviews, and news from around the league. You can also sign up for our email list so you can receive notifications on when content is posted focused on your favorite XFL team.